I ran into your dad and Holden. They said you'd be out here.
Aren't you supposed to be rehearsal?
Yeah, the director wanted a Romeo and Juliet special rehearsal, so the old nurse got the night off.
Hey.
Maybe we can think of something fun to do.
You're gonna get all wet.
I don't mind. Guess you're uncomfortable in these shorts, though. Why don't you let me take them off?
It's broad daylight out here. Come on.
It's a turn on.
Everything is a turn on. Do you know what you need? You need a good dunk in the pond is what you need.
Maybe I just misunderstood Daryl.
I honestly don't remember Daryl ever mentioning the ski lodge, but if he wants to sell it, it's a good thing. I mean, it must be so full of painful memories of Carolyn and her accident.
Yeah, Evelyn, it really is. But you know what he's decided to do with the money? He's going to put it in a trust fund for Carrie. Isn't that great?
That's a very nice idea. That would make Carolyn very happy. I gather that Carolyn Dana's nickname has stuck.
Well, just like fly on honey. Listen, did he say how long he was going to be in the meeting with Candace and Charles?
Candace Rogers? Is she out here?
Yeah, she flew out with Daryl. Why?
Oh, Daryl just forgot to mention it. Well, I wish that you and my darling goddaughter could have come too.
Yeah, Evelyn, me too. Maybe next time, huh? Listen, do me a favor. Tell my husband I'm anxiously awaiting his call, and give Warren my best, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you really soon. All right, Evelyn. Bye-bye. Well, what a nice surprise. Oh, hey, you. Hi, Don. Good to see you. Welcome. Have some tea. Hello, Mom. How you doing? Fine. I'm on my way to the hospital to see how Lisa's doing.
Is Lisa in the hospital now?
Yes, well, but nothing to be concerned about. Margot and Barbara convinced Lisa to go in for a complete checkup.
Well, that sounds wise after all the pressure she's been under.
Oh, I agree. I don't think it's going to let up anytime soon. Not until Tom figures out how to handle it all.
It's nice to see you again, Scott.
Yeah, you too, Barbara.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I thought I was seeing things for a minute. I expected you to be halfway to Europe.
Yes, I know my trip got postponed. Carl's wife, Monica, went into labor, so I'm here to show support.
Yeah, of course.
Are you here to see Monica, too?
No, I'm just here with Lisa. Yeah, I'm here for a routine checkup. Nothing serious.
Well, I must have gotten off the wrong floor. I was looking for maternity.
Right floor, wrong way. Just go through that arch and make a left.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Hughes?
That's right. Have we met before?
No, you haven't, but I think it's high time you did meet. Bob, this is Scott Eldridge. Scott, this is Tom's father, Bob Hughes.
The Emmy Award-winning As the World Turns.
Dad loves Nestle Crunch ice cream bars.
They're scrumptious.
Mom loves Crunch Light.
They're scrunches, too.
I love new Nestle Crunch ice cream nuggets. They're bite-sized, scrunchies, and bunches.
That's why I love Nestle Crunch. This summer, millions of kids will be looking for one thing, fun. They'll find it at Holiday Inn hotels. We've got cruises, restaurants, lots of fun. And at Holiday Inn, kids don't just stay free. Kids 12 and under eat free at participating hotels. So start packing. Call 1-800-HOLIDAY or your travel agent. Holiday Inn, the official hotel for family fun. Legend tells how the Capuchin monks created a small miracle, an extraordinary coffee that came to be called by their name, cappuccino, with a cap of rich froth, a tantalizing aroma, and delicious taste. Now Maxwell House has recreated that small miracle. New Maxwell House Cappuccino, all it takes to make great cappuccino today.
When you see my picture in your mail, you know for sure you could be a millionaire just weeks from now, when I'll start awarding millions of dollars, one prize after another, up to $10 million. American Family can make you super rich next month.
Scott, it's nice finally to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
Scott came to be with Carl and Monica Eldridge. You know, Monica's in labor. So why don't I show you to the maternity ward?
Well, I'm afraid Dr. Silver's almost ready for your appointment.
Well, I'd be happy to show you.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just down the hall and take a left.
You got it.
Thank you. If you'll excuse me.
Nice looking young man.
Well, he's nice looking, and I feel so stupid. I thought he was here to see me. Scott! Hi, guess you decided to check out Oakdale after all.
My plans were altered.
Oh,
Carl! Glad you made it. Boy, 7 pounds, 3 ounces.
congratulations.
I wouldn't miss it for the world. How's Monica doing?
Mother and son are perfect. Well, that's great. That's great. Thanks. It really means a lot to Monica and me to have you here.
I'm glad to be here.
Well, I gotta make some phone calls. They were all tied up in maternity, but when I get back, I will take you to nursery personally and show you the most handsome baby ever born. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Well, congratulations on your new cousin. Would you excuse me for a minute?
Well, I know that you came to Oakdale to be with Carl and Monica, but hey, as long as you're here, why don't you stick around and meet your mother?
Because it's about 30 years too late, Margot. Look at Carl. I mean, he couldn't be more elated about having a son, and all I can think about is what it must have been like for my parents on the day I was born.
As a psychologist, I understand that Scott Eldridge is feeling rejected and confused, but frankly, my sympathies are with Tom, who's obviously been going through hell.
Well, your father spent some time with him this afternoon. Tommy's lucky that he has a father to turn to now, which is something Scott can't do. I'm just sorry that Lisa felt that she wanted to hold all this in, all by herself, all these years. Can you imagine how she must feel now? She finally got the courage to tell Scott the truth, and he turns on her and runs off to Europe.
Yeah, exactly, which I think is a very immature reaction. I mean, whatever got solved by someone running away? Nothing.
I don't know the boy at all, but I wonder if he's running away from the truth as much as he is running away from all the lies. Can you imagine how devastating it is to grow up, with all of these lies, finding out that they were lies from people that you thought you could trust the most?
I understand what you're saying, but Tom is suffering from disillusionment himself.
I don't mean to belittle Tom's pain, but Scott must be mourning not only the loss of a father, but of a mother, too.
Graham, he just met his mother.
Technically, yes, but he's grown up with the image of a woman his father loved, but who died when Scott was born. Now, that's got to be a loss. You know, I hope he meets you someday.
Yeah, and like he's really expressed an interest to meet any of us, right? No, Mom, really, I'm trying to be objective about this thing and compassionate, but to tell you the truth, I'm not so sure I'd like to get to know him myself.
Really?
Honey, it's not that simple. It's complicated. Okay, I've got to be on my way. I'll bet Lisa's through with her appointments. Yeah, honey, I don't want to keep her waiting. Okay, well, listen, I have an idea. Why don't you and Dad bring Lisa out here tonight? We'll all have dinner on the terrace, and Graham's going to be here, and I think Andy's coming too. How about it? Well, I think maybe we ought to play it by ear. It could be that Barbara's going to be with Lisa. So bring her with you. Excuse me, I think that's my husband. I may see you later.
Yes, dear.
Hi, Andy. Yes, Carrie and I are doing fine. Actually, I'm here with Mom and Graham, and we're trying to plan a family dinner tonight. You're coming, right? Are you okay? Okay, well, yeah, if you change your mind, you know my number. Okay, buddy. Bye-bye. Change in plans for Andy. He said he's not going to come to dinner tonight. Sounded kind of upset. You know, he ran into Evan and Courtney out at the center. I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
I was really hoping he was going to get over Courtney.
Not anytime soon, Mom. I know that's my
There's nothing I can do or say that can make up for the loss of your father. I know that. But I promise you right here and now that I'm going to do everything in my power to love you and to protect you. I know I haven't exactly been the best husband in the world, but all that's going to change.
You mean that?
I never meant anything more in my life. Darling, why don't we get away from all this sadness? Why don't we go to Switzerland? Give me a chance to make things right in this marriage. It'll be a whole new beginning.
Hello, Daryl. I try to come a few times a week. Carolyn loves fresh flowers, so...
You're lovely. I brought some flowers myself. Well, I think I'll head back to the house and give Franny a call.
Your life would have been so different today if Carolyn hadn't died.
Evelyn, I want you to know I never would have left Carolyn. Ever. Even for Franny.
Do you get diarrhea too?
Yes, I do get diarrhea, and what I take is kaopectate. I have no time to be sick. Kaopectate stops the symptoms fast. It gets rid of the diarrhea. Kaopectate works every time. These are all good cleaners, but did you know that not one of them disinfects? So you don't get your home totally clean until you use Lysol deodorizing cleaner. Lysol cleans and kills germs without any extra effort. Germs can be anywhere, so don't do part of the job. Lemon Fresh Lysol deodorizing cleaner cleans and disinfects.
Mom, Michael stayed in the carpet with his greasy toolbox.
That's okay.
That's okay.
We must have stain-resistant carpet.
She uses Resolve carpet cleaner with DuPont Teflon. Even tough stains like motor oil actually come out with Resolve.
Mom!
That's okay.
Get Resolve with Teflon.
Oh, what people do to clean tough stains under the rim. Because for some bowl cleaners, that's a real stretch. Try a different angle. The angle neck of Lysol Toilet Bowl Cleaner. It easily goes under the rim and wipes out stains and germs. Don't get bent out of shape. Get Lysol Toilet Bowl Cleaner, the heavyweight with a powerful angle on cleaning.
What happens when you pack this much juicy, bursting flavor in carefree sugarless bubblegum? It sets you free.
Now in the operas, la caboose. Every shakes my big caboose.
That's the bursting flavor set you free.
I won't have you exposing David to risk.
A father fights for his son's right to grow up, but a dangerous profession takes them both on a perilous journey.
Where's my money, Shorty? They don't have it.
Now, will his son be a ruthless criminal's next victim?
Help my daddy!
Fred Savage, Jamie Farr, and Shelley Fabre. Run Till You Fall, Saturday.
You know, no matter how pitiful the day has been, if I hold you in my arms for 1 minute, it all fades away.
I'm so glad. Come on, what's the matter? Is it the oil field reclamation deal?
I make it a policy never to discuss business with a beautiful woman.
Well, I'm not just any woman. I'm the woman who's going to marry you, and I intend to share everything in my life with you, and I mean everything. Come on, what's the deal? Is it the riverfront deal? Is that why Lucinda went marching off to Zurich?
It's not just the riverfront. We're after the whole enchilada.
You mean all of Kruger Industries?
Right. I mean, ostensibly Worldwide will take control, but Duncan McKechnie and I are silent partners. Well, wait a minute. You asked me to tell you. I tell you, now you go all quiet on me.
Why this deal? Why Kruger Industries?
Well, why not?
I mean, why does somebody climb Mount Everest? Because it's there. Listen, I can double damn guarantee you somebody is going to snatch up Kruger, and we might as well be in on the action. If Lucinda pulls this deal off, we're going to make a mountain of money.
Hal, you already have a mountain of money.
That's true. But I need the excitement, the challenge. Besides, what do you got against money?
I don't have anything against money. What I'm against is what money and power can do to people. It can turn them into sharks.
Well, that's all the more reason you better marry me and save me from my baser instincts.
Come on, now. I'm serious.
I am too. I tell you, you better get me to the altar. Because if you don't, I'm liable to fall into the clutches of some manipulating schemer like Marcy Bree.
You better not. By the way, has anybody heard from her?
No.
Is Lincoln going to get his divorce or what?
Well, I haven't found Marcy yet, but I'll tell you, even Hannah is starting to worry that Marcy's going to try and take Link to the cleaners. You know, she had the nerve to ask me to warn Woody to tell Hutch that he can't count on Link paying for his college tuition.
Well, that should be Link's decision, don't you think?
That's exactly what I told her. You know, Hutch was real bent out of shape when he found out how much Marcy'd hornswoggled his brother. I think that young man discovered just how badly a man can be hurt by trusting the wrong woman.
Yeah, you see, that's my whole point.
I wonder what Link's doing down in Waco right now.
Yeah, I think maybe I should go down to Waco.
How come?
Maybe then you start wondering about me all the time. Just a joke, baby. Just kidding.
Don't you ever miss your brothers and sisters?
Well, yeah, but I don't carry on like you do.
Maybe it's just because Link and I missed out on all those years together. I already miss having an older brother around.
Well, it's not like you'll never see him again, Hutch. He'll be in touch with you and Woody all the time, I'm sure.
I think the next time that he calls, I'm going to tell him he doesn't need to feel obligated to keep paying my tuition.
Why do you need to do that?
I think he's going to need the money. I bet Marcy tries to bleed him dry. And if I can't score a scholarship, then it might do me some good to take some time off and earn some money.
Hutch, I would hate to see you lose your momentum now. I don't want you to be a farmer.
There's nothing wrong with being a farmer. It's good, honest work. Although it may not get you rich.
I don't want to talk about money.
Since when?
Okay, I admit money is important to me because I grew up dirt poor, Hutch. You know? But at least I'm not like Marcy.
It still blows my mind how fast that marriage went sour. Really makes you wonder if you can ever trust your feelings, you know? Link was crazy about her. And I know my dad loved Hannah at first, and he loved my mom before she died. And I don't think I've ever seen a relationship between a man and a woman last.
You saw my mom and dad now, though. They're happy together.
Yeah.
And we live together like this. And that'll make you happy.
I didn't bring any protection.
I'm on the pill, remember?
I really would feel better if we waited.
Hutch, I hate waiting around like this.
I won't let the mosquitoes get anywhere near you.
Well, I like to see you
Just keep moving. Hey!
Oh!
We're not the only ones looking for some privacy.
Maybe we should go someplace else.
You're right. That's all right. Stick around. Join us.
You sure?
Our fire is your fire.
Doctors have prescribed Monistat for years. It's what I used whenever I had a yeast infection. Monistat is a name you trust. But recently I've seen other products in the store and I wanted to double check, so I called my doctor. My doctor said Monistat is still the right cure for me. That's all I had to hear.
For years, doctors have prescribed Monistat 7 nearly 4-to-1 over the next competitor's product.
Monistat works. It's the cure I trust.
Trust the cure you know. Monistat 7.
Kids don't have to wear a fire hat or a big raincoat to turn on the Fisher-Price Fun Hydrant. In fact, they don't have to wear much at all. The Fisher-Price Fun Hydrant. 3 settings, full alarm fun.
Okay, on the left, that's it. Smile. Relax.
scary.
Aren't you glad you used dial?
All that? No, don't go anywhere.
Don't you wish everybody did?
Take the picture.
People used to say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. My father, who was rich, thought it should be turkey. He said his turkey was one of the best things you could eat that didn't grow on a tree. And everyone loved the taste. Slow roasted to make it tender and moist. We never called it health food, just good food.
Louis Rich, great tasting turkey that's up to 97% fat-free is nothing new. It's how we've always done it. Slow roasted, like you would if you had the time.
Imagine living in the shadow of a tyrant.
To coexist with Victor is to get run over.
It seems eating is the only way out.
If the two of us work night and day, we can pull this off.
And you think you have everything covered.
When the great man gets back from his vacation, he's in for the surprise of a lifetime.
But think again on The Young and the Restless.
Watch CBS this morning. It's breakfast for your head.
Grandmother. Hi. No, I know Carl called you with the good news. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay in Oakdale tonight. Well, Carl insists, and we're gonna go out and celebrate. He's on cloud 9. I'm okay. It's just that this hospital is like the Grand Central Station of Oakdale. I ran into Mrs. Mitchell and her son and his father, Dr. Hughes. No, it was all very cordial. It was just very awkward. No, my plans haven't changed. I'm going to Europe directly from here. After the reception I've gotten from Tom Hughes, the sooner I leave town, the better. I love you too, Grandmother. Well, Grandmother insists that I buy your little boy the biggest stuffed animal in Oakdale.
My little boy now has a name, and you're the first to hear it. Monica and I decided to call him Jonathan Scott in honor of your father. I hope you approve.
Approve? Carl, Dad would be very touched. Thank you.
Now, Monica's insisting that we go out and drink a toast to Jonathan's future. What do you say?
Well, let's do it.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, well, where are you now? Lisa insisted on coming back to the Mona Lisa right away. She's upstairs changing right now, so your dad and I and Barbara and Tom and Margot decided to come over here and give her a little moral support. She had kind of an uncomfortable run-in with Scott Eldridge at the hospital. Did you get to meet him, Mom? Unfortunately, no. By the time I got there, he'd already gone back to the maternity ward. Anyway, Lisa's putting on a pretty good front, but it's obvious to see she's hurting, and I thought it might be nice if you and Mom would come on over here and have dinner tonight.
That sounds great, Mom, and I'm still waiting to hear from Daryl, but as soon as he calls, and if it's okay with Graham, we'll be there.
Okay, good. I won't tie the line up any longer, and I'll hope to see you soon. Bye-bye, sweetie.
Okay. See you then. Bye. Graham, the more I hear about Scott Eldridge, the less I like him.
Now what?
Well, it's no big deal, okay? But apparently Mom said that he was at the hospital today. Lisa was there, and I thought my husband was a cooked goose. Hello. Hi, honey.
Hi, sweetheart. I gotta tell you first off that I love you like mad, and I miss you like crazy.
And Carrie misses you and loves you like crazy, too. But tell me, how did your meetings with Candace and Charles go?
Well, it was fine. It just ran kind of late. You know, I think I sort of interrupted Warren Neville's plan, so I'll give you a call later and tuck you in when I get to the hotel, okay?
I think I like the sound of that.
I wish I was back there right now. I'd take you in my arms and just show you how much I love you. Anyway, I gotta go. I love you. Bye. Here you go. Thanks, Mark. I'm sorry.
Hey, please, don't apologize. We're just glad to have you back here.
Daryl, there are a lot of painful memories for you in this house. Carolyn spent so much time here.
Well, I hope you understand why I'm staying at the Hotel Europa. I'm trying to put the past behind me and get on with living.
Yeah, but can I just say one thing? Carrie is Carolyn's child, and someday your memories of Carolyn will be all that Carrie has of her mother, so please don't bury the good memories too deep.
I'm not trying to erase Carolyn's memory. I hope it doesn't appear that way, Evelyn.
No, but honestly, I was thrown a little bit when I saw that you'd redone Carolyn's bedroom as the nursery, even though it made perfect sense. And it also bothered me that you chose a new name for Carolyn Dana.
It's just a nickname. Carolyn Dana is such a mouthful for such a sweet little girl.
When I was talking to Franny earlier, she said that you were planning to sell the ski lodge at Villar, and she seemed to think that you'd offered it to us.
I did.
Oh, when was this?
It was during the trial, before you came down to Oakdale. Late one night, I was talking to you, Evelyn. I asked you, and you said you couldn't possibly think of staying there with the memories of Carolyn's accident.
That is how I feel. I must have been in such a fog during the trial, I must have forgotten.
How about a refill?
Yes.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Lila. That was just gorgeous. Lila Peretti will be back in just a few minutes. Oh, I just can't tell you how wonderful it is to look out here and see all these familiar faces. You know, it just seems like ages since I introduced Lila and welcomed all of you to the Mona Lisa. But I want you to know, I am back and I'm here to stay.
Your kids are fine. Looks like your mom's out to prove that nothing can keep her down for long.
You know, Mom, she would never want anyone to know how much she may be hurting inside.
Yeah, like mother likes her. Well, as you know, summer is on its way, and many of you do enjoy dining al fresco. Just remember that we have a garden room, and the ceiling opens to the stars, weather permitting. And enough of all this crazy talk. Come on, let's just dance and eat and drink and have a good time. Maestro, music, if you please.
Is that Scott Walsh?
With this ripe tomato, I'm going to show you how the Aquafresh Flex Brush helps take care of your gums and your teeth. It has a flexible neck, so no matter how you brush, you can see it's gentle on your gums. Aquafresh Flex for gentle dental care.
You've just poured yourself a bowl of Kellogg's Crispix. When?
Hello? Mom, what a surprise. Well, actually, my cereal's sitting in milk.
When will you get back to your Kellogg's Crispix? It's anybody's guess.
But they wouldn't give your money back?
Fortunately, Kellogg's Crispix stays crisp and delicious in milk.
I'm sure Aunt Helen didn't mean it that way.
Even if you can't get to it right away.
Still crispy. You're absolutely right, Mom.
Kellogg's Crispix, the taste that waits for you.
Big odors lurk in small places. Big odors linger in small places. Concentrated Airwick Stick-Up stop big odors in small places. Airwick Stick-Up. More and more people are waking up to Juan Valdez and his 100% Colombian coffee. And so can you. Buenos dias. Just look for Juan on the label when you're shopping. You can't miss him. 100% Colombian coffee, the richest coffee in the world. Look for the symbol of Juan Valdez on brands like Hills Brothers 100% Colombian coffee.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Is there something in your home making you sick? Your house could be hiding a toxic secret. You may not be able to smell or taste it, but find out what to look for. Also, is now the time to try the stock market? Buy low and sell high. You can make a fortune doing it, but can you do it? Get the facts you can rely on tomorrow with Harry Smith and Paula Zahn, only on CBS This Morning.
This is CBS.
Tomorrow.
And it's for 12 hours only.
It's WeWork's incredible 12-hour sale.
When new furniture costs you nothing for 6 months.
No payments, no interest, and no money down.
And you get tremendous store-wide savings, too.
12-hour price cuts on furniture for every room in your home.
All famous brand quality.
Plus, every 60 minutes, new specials will be announced.
Imagine, new furniture costs you nothing for 6 months.
No payments, no interest, and no money down.
WeWork store-wide 12-hour sale.
9 to 9 tomorrow. Basic lumber,
spring is in the air, and like always, Butler's is there with the best in brand names for home improvements. From Omega cabinets to Cold Seal storm doors, Butler's is there. Adding on, check out the new line of peach-free insulated patio doors. And what a better way to make all them spring improvements than with a complete line of DeWalt high-performance power tools. Everything you need for springs at Butler's Basic Lumber.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Welcome to Mona Lisa. Now, let me guess. You want a table, right?
Yes, and a bottle of your best champagne to toast my new son.
Oh, that'll be on the house.
Thank you.
Come this way. Oh, Scott, I'd like for you to meet one of my dearest friends, Cam Hughes. Cam here?
Yes, dear.
This is my son, Scott Eldridge. Hello, Scott.
How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Would the two of you like to join us?
Thank you, but no, we've got some things we want to talk about. Excuse me. Hello, Margaret.
This has to be as awkward for Scott as it is for the rest of us.
Probably. You like to dance.
I take it you didn't expect to see Scott here tonight.
Well, no, I didn't. I'm sure it was Carl's idea. I would imagine that Scott thought I had probably just taken to my bed since I was such a mess the last time he saw me.
So, what do you think of the Mona Lisa?
I can't believe I let you talk me into coming here. Mrs. Mitchell looks so different. She's... I don't know everything about her.
I thought it was important for you to see her here. I know she wasn't at her best during John's illness and through the funeral.
Well, she's certainly in her element here.
She's one of the most dynamic and vivacious women I've ever met, not to mention successful.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Compliments of Mrs. Mitchell.
Excellent.
I think that Lonnie's singing was just absolutely magnificent tonight. Oh, and she and Cal get married and they go on their honeymoon. We're going to be so lost without her, without that wonderful singing. And she's got such a butt.
Sweetie, take it easy. You don't have to pretend here with us.
Maybe I'm just pretending for myself, Kim, because I feel like I'm sitting on a time bomb.
You know, if Gavin's trial wasn't coming up so soon, I would fly us all out of here and go to Disney World or someplace, any place else.
Boy, you sound just like your brother Scott dashing off to Europe. What better way to avoid your problems than make a break for it?
What do you want me to do?
You know what I want you to do? I want you to go over there, put your arms around your mother and tell her how much you love her, because I know you do.
Fine. I thought I'd stop by to tell you how much I love you and ask you if perhaps you would like to dance.
Why don't you two go over and dance? You don't have to sit here and babysit me.
Well, if you promise that I get the next dance with you.
I do.
Shall we?
Well, since Carl's abandoned me, perhaps you'd join me in a toast to his son, his new son. I'm sure he wouldn't mind being toasted by the most beautiful woman in the room.
Well, I think that your mother qualifies for that distinction.
Well, she looks lovely. She's so alive, so full of life.
I think I see a very strong family resemblance.
Oh, no, I take after my father.
I see. I'm sorry I never had the pleasure of meeting him.
Well, he was a good man. He just had a few bad breaks.
So, do you have any idea when Scott will be flying back to Europe?
No, darling, I don't. He hasn't told me of his plans.
Is Margot talking to the singer over there? She was very good.
The singer is Margot's mother.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to go meet her?
Yeah, I would. Very much.
Lila, you have a new fan. Am I kidding me? Scott Eldridge? Lila Montgomery?
Hello.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Margot never told me her mother was so talented.
And this is Cal Strickland, Scott Eldridge.
Hey, Mr. Eldridge, is that you and the kid to Carl?
Yeah, they're cousins.
Yeah, we're cousins. Excuse me, he's on the phone checking on Monica. I want to make sure everything's okay.
Why do I get the feeling I just ate my boob?
You feel her man, Mama?
No, I did not. Would you like to come to my dressing room for just a
I guess better. See you ladies later.
Nancy, hi. Where's Franny?
She wanted to check with Freda and about how things are going with Carrie.
Carl, I'm going to get some air. Sure. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
No, let me get it.
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to rattle you. Cheers.
My babies. No, pretty sophisticated, right? Well, you know one of my best kept secrets now, and I don't even know your name.
I'm Scott. Scott Eldridge.
So, Scott, I see you've already managed to meet Tom's half-sister, Franny Crawford.
It's wet and it's wonderful, and it's the wave everyone wants to ride. It's clear and it's cool, and you'll know it the moment it touches your lips. It's pure, cool, misty, iced tea. It's what you've been thirsting for from the very beginning. Misty, taste the plunge.
When two of the worst odors in the rug end room get together, you need more than fresh. You need Carpet Fresh. Only Carpet Fresh has Valex to eliminate tough rug odors and freshen the room. So don't just freshen, Carpet Freshen.
For painful gas, which would you choose? Your antacid or Gas-X, the tablet made for gas? It's extra strength, 100% simethicone to fight gas faster. Faster than your antacid. Fight gas right with Gas-X.
Someone's taken some steps to juice up their batteries. And today's Duracell batteries can even outlast the ones we made just a few years back. In fact, today's Duracell batteries aren't just built better, they're built to beat the band. You can't top the Copper Top.
Whoops, there goes another rubber tree.
Whoops, there goes another rubber tree.
Whoops, there goes another rubber tree plant.
Come here.
I haven't sung that song since I was a Girl Scout.
Oh, I bet you were a cute Girl Scout. Probably the cutest in the troop. Big banner, covered with merit badges.
I had no merit badges.
I never was a Girl Scout, everyone.
I'm sure you weren't, Jess.
Shut up.
It's all right, I wasn't either.
Okay, then.
Is anybody thirsty?
I am.
You guys should go back to Cal's and get some sodas? That's a good idea.
Okay.
You better come with me. You guys, keep the fire burning. You know, as much as I love my mother, I'm having second thoughts about sharing an apartment with her.
Yeah, well, it's been challenging, channeling some of that sexual frustration into work. I know you were talking about wanting promotion and more money.
Well, I've taken a lot more responsibility on since Holden left, and I just want some recognition for it.
Well, I think you'll get it, but I think you also just have to be grateful that you have a job. I mean, a lot of kids right now are searching, scrambling for work.
I know, and I was handed it. Maybe that's why I feel I have to prove myself.
I think also the fact that your mother's in town has a little bit to do with it. Yeah.
Have you been buying into Connor's criticisms of Mother? Because you shouldn't. Their relationship has been very rocky. And in the end, all she really wants is the best for us, and I'm sure it's what all mothers want.
I guess I don't remember my mother much.
Well, I can guarantee that she would be very proud of you.
Well, I know your mother's proud of you. It must be nice to have somebody so entirely on your side, huh?
I can't deny that she's been there for me. Every time. Even when Dad and I were having some rough times. I'm just glad that
You and I get along so well.
Why shouldn't we be so crazy about you?
I needed to hear that tonight.
Why?
Well, earlier when I came and picked you up at the castle, I saw you talking with Andy, and I just felt like I was the odd man out, and I haven't felt that way in a long time.
Well, you shouldn't feel that way. I'm here with you, aren't I?
It's not that I was feeling jealous. It's just, well, like I didn't fit in.
Maybe that's just because Andy and I were talking about, food and alcohol, and... You shouldn't feel like you have to compete with Andy. Especially you shouldn't feel like you have to turn into an addictive personality to do it.
It's too late. I'm already addicted to you. I wonder how long it's going to take them to get back with those sodas.
So, that's the whole story about who Scott Eldridge is.
Well, it makes it easier to understand why Tom is hurting so much. It must be a hell of a shock. Come in. Margot, I have got to apologize for putting my foot in my mouth.
No, don't. We're all walking on eggshells now. Have you had an argument with Tom?
No, it's just that, Tom's in so much pain right now. I guess it's really safest if he takes it out on me.
I'll wait for you downstairs.
Has something else happened? No, it's just Mom, I'm trying so hard not to say the wrong thing to Tom, because he's right on edge. And I'm frightened. Someone's going to say something or do something. They can't take it back. And it's not going to change the rest of our lives. Where's Margot?
Probably upstairs talking with Lila, telling her how unreasonable I'm being.
How are you being unreasonable, dear?
Well, let me see. I guess it's because I'm not rolling out the red carpet for a half-brother that I never knew I had, that my mom just happened to forget about for 30 years.
Tom, I'm sure she never forgot about him for a moment. The painful fact just got buried deeper and deeper.
Well, now that it's been dug up, plenty of dirt to go around.
How's everything at this table?
We're all doing just fine.
Looks like Scott and Carla are about to leave.
So I'll head back to the hospital with you.
No, it's not necessary. I know you wanted to get some fresh air. Why don't you take a walk, grab a cab home, and I'll meet you back there.
Okay, I guess I should say goodbye to Mrs. Mitchell and her party.
And I'd like to thank you for the champagne. Lisa, thank you for that splendid champagne. Scott and I were able to toast Jonathan Scott Eldridge in style. We named him in honor of Cousin John. Which reminds me, Frederick needs to speak to you about John's bequest to you.
How can't you handle that yourself?
Well, I wish I could, but Frederick is John's executor.
Lisa, we haven't met.
I don't remember that. I'm sorry for having to say. Nancy, this is my son, Scott Eldridge. Scott, this is Nancy McCloskey. She is Bob's mother, Tom's grandmother.
I'm so pleased to meet you.
It's my pleasure.
Well, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Mom, there's something I don't understand. Why would John Eldridge will his brother's estate to you? I mean, you made it very clear that he was not feeling
Now,
it.
Tom, why is it that you must always have a simple, logical explanation for everything? Don't you understand that life just doesn't work that way, as much as we'd like for it to?
You probably don't think about maxi-pads very often. Most women don't. Why, for example, is a maxi-pad flat when your body is curved? Wouldn't a curved maxi make more sense? That's why Kotex created natural curved maxi pads. Unlike ordinary flat maxis, Kotex Natural Curved has gentle, elastic side gathers, so it fits your body securely for better protection. Try Kotex Natural Curved Maxis. Curved to fit your body to protect like nothing flat.
The number 2 pine leaves grease half solved. You want it pine solved. Pine Sol has twice the active ingredients, so grease is solved. For cleaning and disinfecting, it's only half solved until it's pine solved.
It's Tommy Lasorda with a way to help you lose weight that's going to shake things up. Ultra Slim Fast Fruit Juice Mix. Juice it up, lose weight, feel great. Fix it with your favorite fruit juice. Juice it up, lose weight, feel great. It's a delicious, nutritious part of the Ultra Slim Fast plan. Juice it up, lose weight, feel great. Ultra Slim Fast Fruit Juice Mix. Give us a week, we'll take off the weight.
Mickey was always your coolest friend. Now he's cooler than ever as the Fireman Mickey Sprinkler. It's a great way to refresh a hot day. The Fireman Mickey Sprinkler, designed by Mattel. Making friends you could believe in.
Just weeks from now, a messenger will be delivering a package to me like this. With the name of American Family's newest millionaire. You may be the one. Next month's American Family Millionaire. In America's only sweepstakes with my picture. You can be a millionaire. Up to $10 million rich real fast. When I start awarding all these big cash prizes next month. Return the winning number in time. And the $10 million grand prize can be yours this summer.
Well, I guess I should go upstairs and apologize to Mom, although I'm not really sure what I'll be apologizing for.
I think maybe it's a good idea if your dad and I check the blood first.
Check the blood pressure. I want to get my bag.
Okay, what bequest was Carl talking about?
I think it's just as well if we don't discuss that anymore right now, dear.
I thought Scott was leaving. What'd you do with Carl?
Oh, he went back to the hospital to check on Monica.
So you want to join us?
No, I don't think that's a very good idea. Thank you. If you'll excuse me, I got some phone calls to make.
Well, what's with all the long faces? Where's Kim and Bob?
Well, they went upstairs to check on my mom, who rushed up to the penthouse after I said something. I swear, I can't do anything right where Mom is concerned.
Lisa, are you all right?
Honey, I made such an utter fool of myself downstairs.
Oh, so noticed. Of course you did.
Oh, ridiculous.
Honey, everybody knows you have been under an enormous strain. Now, come on and sit down.
Just as a precaution, I want to take your blood pressure.
No, Bob, please, it's not necessary.
How about a cup of tea?
No, thank you, no. Look, I thank you both for not asking questions, because there's so many questions, and I'm running out of answers.
You know, I really don't think Tom meant to sound like the Grand Inquisitor. I think he was just trying to understand all of this new information.
I know, I just feel so guilty about Tom. Honey,
You and Tom love one another. Now, that's the important thing. That's going to get the two of you through this.
I'm just so afraid I'm going to lose his love, Kim. I really am. I've already lost his respect, and now I feel like he's just pulling away from me.
Lisa, that's not true.
Yeah.
Now, I had a long talk with Tom today, and he's trying very hard to understand and accept what's happened.
How can you expect me to understand him? I mean, and to help him understand. I don't understand. How can I give him any answers? And Scott and Tom they're both trying to find the answers. I don't have the answers, and that is adding to their confusion and to their mistrust of me. I feel totally at a loss. Just totally. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to see anybody. I can't.
Mom? I promise I won't ask any more questions if you will just forgive me.
With the help of Hooked on Phonics, people all across the country have learned to read.
I'm always raving about Hooked on Phonics because it works. Hooked on Phonics has made the greatest difference in my life.
His report card this semester was the best. It feels good. Yes. I would recommend Hooked on Phonics for any age level, any nationality, anybody.
Call 1-800-ABCDEFG.
It works. That's the bottom line.
He was just a kid in the crowd, but he cheered his heart out for me.
Who can speak a language the world can understand? Spreading joy and magic, making friends in every land. M&M's
M&M's, the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Worldwide sponsor of the 1992 Olympic Games. Hey kid, we won!
M&M's
Country Crock Turnstile? Turnstile. That sweet, buttery taste reminds me of dinner on the farm.
Try the sweet, buttery taste of Country Crock churn style. Like regular Country Crock, it has fewer calories and no cholesterol.
Spray and Wash Stain Stick has an enzyme formula that eats at the jams and jellies of the day as soon as you put it on. Then you can wait up to a week to wash. That's how Stain Stick gets out what America gets into.
Just make sure the fire's out before you leave, huh?
Finally. I love you, Courtney Baxter.
I love you and Walsh.
What do you say about making love under the stars tonight?
I don't know. Girl Scouts didn't encourage that kind of thing.
Well, maybe we should invent a new merit badge.
Look, I don't know what's keeping Evelyn, but if you'll excuse me, I have to make a call to Japan before 12 noon their time.
I'm just going away and say goodnight to Evelyn.
Okay.
Thanks again for the drink.
Have a good night.
You okay?
Yeah, I was just dealing with some old memories. Warren went to use the phone. He had to call Japan, I think. I want to thank you for everything. I'm going to head back to the hotel.
Listen, before you go and while we have a moment alone, we really should discuss honestly, Candace.
I know Dad's right. We shouldn't see Scott as some kind of enemy, but I can't help feeling protective of Tom. This all might have been avoided if Lisa hadn't been so frightened of the consequences. Yeah, I agree. But unfortunately, consequences tend to escalate as time goes by, and keeping the secret as long as Lisa did has only made the truth that more devastating. But then again, that's always the way with secrets, isn't it? Do you really believe that, Franny? Yeah, I do. Oh, excuse me, I've got a call for you to check on my baby. I'll be right back.
Good night.
How's Lisa?
Well, she's emotional. Tom is comforting her, which I'm glad to see.
I just wish Scott were going to stay in town for a while. I'm certain one of the reasons Lisa is so upset is because she doesn't know when she'll see him again or if she'll ever get a chance to know him. Hello?
Hello?
I thought you already left.
Yeah, I was on the phone.
Well, I'd like to use the phone myself, if that is if you're finished.
My guess.
Scott? I don't know if you realize this, but your mom is pretty amazing. And we've got a pretty incredible half-brother, too.
And they were fine without me. And they'll be fine once again after I'm out of the picture.
Don't kid yourself, okay? You're very much a part of the picture now. No matter where you go, you're going to be thinking about them just as they're going to be thinking about you. So why not give them a chance? What have you got to lose?
We have been through a hell of a lot together, you and I. Good and bad, but we've always been able to keep the lines of communication open, so I would like them not to shut down now.
Oh, honey, I never tried to shut you out. And I'm sorry for any confusion caused you. Look, you know, I did some miserable, horrible things when Scott was born, but I honestly thought at the time I'd made the right decision.
Look, I'm trying very, very hard right now not to judge you. I certainly wouldn't want Adam and Casey to judge me several years down the line, and I've always been very grateful that Leanne didn't judge me for leaving her mom and Nom.
Gee, I wonder how in the world was I ever able to produce such a fine, wonderful young man. Well, of course, you had a pretty special father.
Yeah, well, I've always known I had the best mom going.
Thank you.
I'll take care of it. Hello, Scott.
If you want the granola that's low in fat, naturally you'd choose this one, New Kellogg's low-fat granola. But if you want the one that was overwhelmingly preferred in taste tests, you'd still pick this one.
Kellogg's low-fat granola. Better taste, half the fat.
Want to trade? What you got? Give me the orange juice for my donut. Half the other drink. Deal.
100% pure Florida quality orange juice. Makes you feel so good.
Hey, you drank more than half. I had to. My half was at the bottom.
Ghostly odors popping up to haunt your home? Get into the spirit of the islands with new Love My Carpet Tropical Blossoms. It will help you get rid of unpleasant odors while the scent of a tropical garden fills the room. Try new Love My Carpet Tropical Blossoms and get into the spirit.
Presenting Mop and Glow. With a shine so bright, a shine so tough. Even Future and Bright can't beat Mop and Glow, even on no-wax floors. Mop and Glow for unbeatable shine. Deep down, what's the dirtiest word in your bathroom? New improved Lysol Basin Tub and Tile Cleaner now has twice the cleaning power to wipe out soap scum. And it even gets rid of germs. Get your bathroom deep down clean with new Lysol Basin Tub and Tile Cleaner.
24,000 feet in the air, they survived the impossible.
Cabin roof ripped away.
Connie Seneca, Wayne Rogers, Anna Alicia, miracle landing tonight. A police officer follows a desperate hunch in an attempt to find a kidnapped little girl.
She looked just like a little baby.
I'm gonna find that little girl. On Top Cops. Then, someone's after this woman.
He wants me, Dad.
What do you do when the cops can't protect you?
He's not gonna stop.
Are private bodyguards the answer? Ed Bradley Street Stories, Thursday.
Has Nadine lost Billy because of lies and deceit? Will all her begging and pleading bring him back? Find out next on Guiding Light.
Nurses' uniforms provided by Nursemaid. Join us tomorrow for the Emmy Award-winning As the World Turns.
Try to wave in at the beach, and the whole thing is around the back. So I figured that good fit was necessary. And it's so tough to buy a bathing suit in the summer, you know. You're white. You haven't gotten your tan yet. You wish you hadn't eaten so much at Easter.
All right, so you put your foot down, and we have proof of the pudding. So let's take a look.
Okay.
Esther Williams Designs. Here we go.
You wonder about the blazers and the hats? These are the little dresses of the 90s. I went to the Four Seasons with my daughter-in-law, Kathleen Lamas, married to Lorenzo, and Gina Lemon, who was the daughter-in-law of Jack Lemmon, and we sat and had lunch. And then the girls said, let's go take a swim. And they went swimming in their little dresses.
I gotta tell you,
It's a wonderful look.
that is so sexy. You know, just the outline of the undergarment there, which is part of the swimsuit.
And if you have a little tiny hip problem where the leg connects with the hip, that little skirt is a wonder for covering that
It's very feminine also.
Great look, Esther.
Yeah,
Very romantic.
I like it a lot. There's a shape they're drawing. Yes.
Thank you.
Just a little shape.
Holy smokes.
And Tracy is in my Palazzo outfit. This is one that you could go directly from poolside right to the dance floor or to a cocktail party.
Now, I didn't see that coming.
And there she goes, and it's a tuxedo suit, we call it. At a girl. And we put jewelry with it because you can swim in jewelry. It's waterproof.
I guess it is.
Beautiful, Trace.
Now, if they only floated, much better. Gee,
beautiful.
Great.
Oh, I love this color. This suit is all business. Connie's in a suit that she can get up in the morning and go swimming and swim her laps. The straps won't come down. Turn around, Connie, so they see that T back.
I love to scuba dive.
That's a swimmer's swimsuit.
So I could use that in scuba diving.
Uh-huh. This was the suit that I put on the Olympic champions at the Swimming Hall of Fame just a week ago.
Oh.
And we shot some film of them, and they're off to Barcelona.
You got to start working on hats, Esther.
Yes, I know, but that's a business type hat.
Yes. Okay.
That's beautiful. That's not for nonsense.
All business.
But these two suits are especially for nonsense. They are the glamour that women have wanted, and they're just like the kinds of suits I wore in my movies. And nobody did this until we made those glamour musicals.
Yeah.
And we found out that these fabrics like lame and lycra are like a second skin.
Isn't it true, 80% of the suits don't even touch the water?
Well, these will.
Yeah, okay.
These will, I assure you.
On average.
I assure you. The girls in the Olympics love them, and they're very sporty people.
Well, they're all beautiful. Can we see all of the models?
Yes, let's see them
back.
together.
There we go. Just part of the AsTheWorldStillTurns collection.
Oh, yeah. Didn't you get me to the girls?
And by the way,
Bravo.
If you have not been able or have never been kind of exposed to one of the wonderful Esther Williams movies, I mean, these were the ticket.
Oh, you know what's happening in July?
Yes.
July, Ted Turner, he's not going to send me any money.
Yeah.
No money.
Why not?
But he's putting out 8 of my movies
On
in
videos?
a package. And my birthday is August 8th, and he's making a birthday present.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That'll be a wonderful
got to get
birthday
these for
present.
your library. Esther Williams, thank you very much for being with us, and good luck with the collection. Thank you. Next, mothers and daughters. You could write a book about them. Amy Tan has written 2.
JCPenney, we've changed places, and our places have never looked better.
From top to bottom.
I'd be crazy these days not to safeguard my family against germs. Germs are everywhere.
Safeguard the ones you love.
Safeguard eliminates millions of germs. It has more antibacterial matter than any other soap. Our pediatrician recommended antibacterial soap. And Safeguard's mild enough for the kids. Rob and I need Safeguard's deodorant protection too. With germs today.
Safeguard the ones you love.
Looks like your dishwashing liquid's all washed up. Looks like ours is too. But we use Dawn. Surprise, the suds come back, showing Dawn's grease-cutting power can outlast your liquid. We cut grease when the competition can't.
How much are you going to spend to get around this summer? The best deal on reels goes for $20. A UTA Summer Youth Pass. Go anywhere UTA goes all summer long and get a deal at lots of places when you get there. The UTA Summer Youth Pass. The best deal on reels goes for $20.
At Homebase, our everyday prices are so low that if you ever see something advertised for less, just bring in the ad and we'll beat it by 5%. Homebase, it's that simple.
Now, Glidden Paints, America's #1 brand, is at home base. Glidden offers a full line of exterior and interior paints. Our paint lab matches any color sample in 60 seconds, and with home base everyday low prices, you never have to wait for a sale again. Home base, it's that simple.
Our solid antiperspirant is strong enough to stand up to even the toughest customer. But it's not for him, it's for her. Secret, with the most effective ingredients to help keep you dry, cool, in control. And Secret's still pH balanced to work with a woman's unique chemistry. Secret, strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
Same burger, same bun, same fries, no fun. Arby's is where same meal, same place, same deal, same taste.
Hey, it's the Arby's Great Escape from boring burgers. Right now, we've got lots of different ways to escape, like big delicious subs, 3 kinds of chicken, and our freshly sliced roast beef. So escape to Arby's or...
Same meal, same deal.
Hey, different is good.
At Play It Again Sports, our used golf equipment has only been driven on Sundays by little old ladies. Play It Again Sports. Sports equipment that's used, but not used up.
Sometimes it just isn't your sport. If that's the case, Play It Again Sports will buy your old sports equipment from you.
Don't even take a bite unless you're ready for a bunch. Cause you can't stop double dipping. Double dip crunch! Dip your nuts in honey for it tastes right on the money. I taste so hot and hip, we gotta do another dip. Can't stop double dipping. Double dip crunch!
Kellogg's Double Dip Crunch, part of his complete breakfast.
Take the illuminator cap outside, and what does it do? Changes color. How does it do it? Nobody knows. How do you get it? It's free with 2 proofs of purchase from Kellogg's Double Dip Crunch.
It's 4:57 and 86 degrees in Salt Lake City. Attorneys for condemned hi-fi killer William Andrews surprised prosecutors today when they asked that he be sentenced to life in prison without parole. The request is based on a new law that just took effect. The judge will study the matter. Another judge has ruled that reporters can see Karen Worthington's depositions in a suit alleging she knew of her husband's plans to storm Aldeview Hospital but did nothing to stop him. That's Eyewitness 24-Hour News.
This 24-hour news update brought to you by your local Ford dealers.
You know, I used to think my own opinion was all that mattered. But when you're spending your hard-earned money on a new car, it's nice to get a second opinion. And when 3.5 million people second that, you've got a winner. Ford Escort. Prepare to be impressed.
And right now's the best time to buy during your Ford dealer's Escort Closeout 92. Buy a new Escort LX for just $99.99. Choose from 4 different models, $99.99. But when the 92s are gone, so's the deal. So hurry to your Ford dealer today.
On the afternoon of March 3rd, 1989, Kelly Kaiser and her baby daughter Carly were stopped at a red light in Murray. Suddenly, without warning, their car was struck from behind by a drunk driver at 60 miles an hour. The impact demolished both cars. They could have been killed, but Kelly was only slightly injured, and Carly, who was in her car seat, wasn't hurt at all. They were both wearing seatbelts.
Paint slip away tonight on Eyewitness News.
Vertical bucks from specially marked packages of Mountain Dew. Trade them in for these great prizes and get vertical.
Pizza Hut Delivery introduces the incredible Create Your Own Pizza deal. How you gonna top it? Now, choose up to 4 toppings for only 49 cents each when you purchase 2 medium cheese pizzas for just $10.99. How you gonna top it? Just call Pizza Hut Delivery and ask for the Create Your Own Pizza deal. How you gonna top it any way that you like? Come on, Pizza Hut Delivery. Call Pizza Hut Delivery, ask for the Create Your Own deal, and get 49-cent toppings.
When darkness and light collide, the night becomes fantastic. Presenting the ultimate battle of good and evil on Disneyland's Rivers of America. It's fantasy. It's frightening. Be there when the night ignites. Fantasmic. New at Disneyland.
Our base model Nissan trucks come with all the features you see here, plus up to $1,750 in factory-to-dealer incentives. Our bases, obviously, are loaded. Nissan Pathfinder. On a daily basis, it can be cheaper to lease one than to park one. Lease a Pathfinder XEV6 just $10 a day for 36 months.
Two beers, 2 scotches.
Thanks, Igor.
Sergeant, is the General's Jeep ready?
Right away, sir. I'm just changing the oil.
Good. You sure you're not oiled yourself?
Hey, what's the big idea?
Easy, Rizzo. It's just a joke.
Hardy, har.
Time capsule to be buried in cornerstone of new Los Angeles skyscraper. Laughable.
What makes that so laughable? I'll bet 100 years from now people will find that really interesting.
Margaret, why on earth would anyone find Los Angeles of interest in the future? Certainly no one finds it of interest now. What the hell are they going to bury? Suntan lotion? A car hop?
No, we could make one of those here.
It's hard to find a car hop in Korea.
No, really, we could put something in the ground that would remind people that we were here.
I thought that's what landmines were for.
Oh, why can't you ever be serious? We could leave something that says who we were and why we were here. Like a duty roster or a medal.
Why don't we just leave a copy of Dante's Inferno?
Oh, come on, you turkeys.
But don't put words in my beak. I want to help. No kidding. Really.
Holy moly! Igor, I came in here to get blasted, but not like that.
You mean this? It's a dummy. They use it in BASIC. I thought it'd make a nice reading lamp for my mom.
Oh, it's a dummy, huh? Listen, before you get that thing fitted for a shade, can I borrow it off you?
In exchange for what?
Well, you know that date you got tonight? You could get to first base a whole lot faster in a Rizzo rented Jeep.
Yeah, women are pushovers for a convertible, yeah.
If this is another one of your jokes, I've got a curling iron in there that has your name on it.
Yes, you're really serious about this time capsule business. I thought you're just drunk.
Well, you know how Margaret is. She sees the world through khaki-colored glasses. I just want to get in a few licks for us malcontents.
Hawk, how could I have ever doubted your insincerity?
I'm not understanding. Where are we going? To a UN refugee camp outside of Montagnier.
We cannot. There do not know where to look for us.
What's working in fields when village attack? Not seeing her then. Oh, here. Look, tell the UN people. They'll help you find her.
Attention all personnel. We interrupt your sweet dreams to bring you the following nightmare.
Okay, that's it. Tomorrow we get an unlisted number.
So what is it, Sergeant?
Well, we got a prisoner. The sniper who shot that kid this afternoon.
What kid?
Stoddard, from Able Company. And we sent him on the chopper.
No chopper came in here this afternoon.
We shipped him about $1,700.
I see. Klinger.
Sir?
Battalion A sent us a chopper this afternoon, and it ain't here yet. Get on the horn and track it down.
Yes, sir.
But first, ring up G2 and tell them we've got a prisoner they may want to interrogate.
Yes, again, sir.
And before you do that, incarcerate that prisoner someplace.
Prisoner's over here, Sergeant.
This is the prisoner?
They caught her with this. She's all yours.
Oh, that's cute. Shooting at us with our own guns.
I'm not shooting anybody. Must find family. Please let me go.
Hey, save it for the judge.
How about your Army Field Manual? Well, it would show people the rules and regulations that have made this the finest army in the world.
Yeah, that's good. How to defend freedom and democracy through unquestioned obedience.
There's nothing wrong with that, Pierce. I'm putting in a nurse's manual.
Well, I don't know, Margaret. I never thought of myself exactly as a by-the-book man. Unless you want one of my Zane Greys.
With all due respect, Colonel, Zane Grey isn't very military.
Yeah, that's just nothing but shooting and killing.
What's wrong with Zane Grey? After 24 hours on my feet, there's nothing better than soaking my tootsies and losing myself in Last of the Plainsmen.
I got a better idea. How about commemorating your tootsies with a bunion pad?
A bunion pad?
Pierce, that's a Class A symbol. Hold on. I got Zeno pads up the wazoo.
You can't be serious. Even Zane Grey is better than that.
Come in.
Sir, finally got some word from G2.
Fine. Tell you what, folks, I got real business here. You two go and work out your differences.
Colonel, can't you just give
Take them both. Pick one, bring back the other.
Gino pants, that's the best.
Open up your...
All right, son, it's all yours.
No, help.
G2 says the local Korean police want to interrogate Our Lady of the Carbine. They're sending somebody to pick her up later this afternoon.
Got it. What about the missing chopper?
Still missing. Battalion 8 confirms the pilot and Corporal Stoddard took off yesterday afternoon. They haven't landed or made radio contact since.
Well, I guess we better list them MIA.
La 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 la.
Top of the morning to you, Captain.
Oh, Rizzo, I didn't recognize you with your eyes open.
Oh, my goodness. I don't believe that I brung this with me into the shower.
Was that your pillow?
Nope. My hand grenade.
Hand grenade?
Yeah, got it from a wounded guy last night. Thought I'd defuse it, fill it with pebbles, and make a rattle for little Billy Bubba.
I don't think you ought to play with that thing.
Oh, come on, Captain. These things are made of the finest U.S. steel.
Rizzo.
Oh, my goodness! What? It came out! Get the hell out of here!
What the hell is so funny?
That wasn't no real grenade! That was a fake! Hey!
You dirty! You slimy!
But you sure do have purty legs.
Rizzo, I'll get you for this.
Oh, come on, Captain. Just a joke.
Oh, come on, Charles, think. It can be anything.
How about a bottle of cognac?
Oh, come off it. A bottle of booze?
Yeah, let people remember we drank to forget.
Here.
No, Margaret, the lad may be onto something. I happen to have a bottle of cognac. It isn't very good, and I certainly will visit.
Is it so hard to find something that stands for the work we do? We save lives.
So take the cognac and throw in a St. Bernard.
Ah, that does it. All you've done for this project is make stupid, dumb jokes.
First job I've ever had where I could use my natural talents.
Well, you're out of a job, Mr. Mirth. And you.
Yeah.
I'll be back, and you better come up with something.
Well, Pierce, your skills as a saboteur seem to be a bit rusty. Not only have you not scuttled this Korean garage sale, you seem to have strengthened the resolve to see it through.
That's true.
What are you doing?
Going into business for myself.
Eat. You need your strength.
Oh, what?
Well, it takes strength to eat that stuff.
Oh, I'd find my parents when I'm chasing like a dog. I got to find them before they're too far away.
Come in.
We just got a call from G2. They won't be able to send anyone to pick up the prisoner for at least 6 hours.
6 hours? You got to let me go. There may be anywhere by then.
You should have thought of that before you used our boys for target practice.
I'm not shoot anybody.
I suppose the gun was to kill mosquitoes.
I find gun in field while plowing. I tell soldiers that already.
Plowing? Did you say plowing in a field?
Yes, it is my job to plow parents' farm. Yesterday when bombs come, I run. Not seen father and mother since.
Oh, my Lord. I think I saw them.
Where?
Here. Yesterday, there was a refugee couple who was worried about their daughter.
Did they say my name, Sun Lee?
No, but they mentioned that their daughter was working in the field.
That must be them. Where are they now?
Well, at a refugee camp out of sight of Moon San Yi, but they won't be allowed to stay there for more than a day.
Oh, you please, you must let me go. If you don't me there, I'd never see them again. Please,
Well, I guess, but I can't let you go. They put one of these on me.
Please, please.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Listen.
Home shopping? Right location, wrong house. Right house, wrong location. Right size, wrong price. The FHA 203K from HUD could be the answer. The 203K from HUD made this house into this house. Remodeling, repairs, modernization, and the house were included in one convenient mortgage. Put yourself in the right house. Call your real estate